When he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. Here's Mayfield. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that when they knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense, and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, he just called him a Super Bowl champion, and boy, did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his...
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield. And Anderson's got it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mayfield on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught. McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started, you know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-0 the score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. This is Anderson over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. On the counter, this is Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just about on his own goal line. On the return is Powell. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready for this next possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. To throw again on second down. Stafford flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield flush to his right. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gutton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, what a move. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing, Mayfield. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Mayfield looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Stafford on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a yard, Stafford, he'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stafford now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't. It probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for it. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Marshall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple into the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. The football going back to the Rams now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man. Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing again at Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there about the good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Pass complete. Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't one to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, they'd be up on the 300s right there. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late.